Lucy Conrad has bailed out Wacki Azoo from jail, and together they plot against Paul Jones.
Paul and I used to date before Vicky came along and swiped him away from me, so I want you to make him pay. That, and he humiliated you on national TV.
So how do I get at him?
Paul and Vicky never have breakfast together because of their work schedules. Vicky eats at the diner she works at, while Paul sometimes eats at the cafe you were protesting in front of. He arrives there usually around 7 a.m.
Then I'll be waiting to ambush him at that time. I will do my best to avenge both of us. Here we are at the diner. Hope you have an awesome day.
And suddenly, as Paul gets out, and so Paul is badly beaten. And eventually,
Mrs. Jones, this is Dr. Drake at the Patagonia City Hospital. I'm afraid I have some bad news.
what is it?
Your husband Paul was badly beaten in a parking lot. A bystander helped get him to the hospital and I've been treating him, but he doesn't look good.
I'll go immediately to see him. I'm sorry, Chuck, but this is an emergency. Paul needs me.
Can't you wait about an hour or so until I get a replacement for you?
Nearly 2 hours later.
I'm such a mess now. I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for. You were a victim of a crime. Who did this?
Wacki Azoo.
I'm sorry, Vicky. It was Lucy Conrad who bailed Wacki Azoo out of jail. Lucy must have sixed that madman on Paul. Can't you arrest her? We can't prove that Lucy was involved in the attack. And her bailing Mr. Azoo out was perfectly legal. But since Azoo was identified as Paul's attacker, I can arrest him for that. Do you know where he lives? If so, give me his address. I'd like the chance to avenge Paul myself, then I will give him to you. No problem. Go nail that creep. And a couple of hours later, Wacki Azoo goes to answer the door. And when he does,
Excuse me, young lady, but this is not Halloween. That was last week.
shut up, you jerk. You may not wear a costume or makeup, but you are far more of a clown than me.
It will soon be time for the evening broadcast.
Right. And since Paul is out of commission, I will volunteer to take his place in front of the camera. Give me the script. What?
Lucy, you will do no such thing. I'm back and I will do my job now.
What? You can't go on TV looking like that.
Try to stop me, then. Let's not waste time arguing. Paul, you take the seat. Lucy, go home. Good evening, and welcome to tonight's edition of Channel 1 News. Paul Jones reporting. In case you are wondering about the bandages, this morning I was attacked by Wacki Azoo, the fanatic I talked about earlier this week. He is now in jail again after my wife Vicky gave him a massive smackdown. And since he is not an American citizen, it's a safe bet that he will be deported back to his home country of Crapistan. Good riddance, I say. He tried to shut me up. And he failed.